Good morning and happy Sunday. It's Lindy. Today I have a little bit of a interesting, I'll say, topic to talk about. I didn't want to do a video until my suspicions were confirmed, but I think it's safe to say that they're confirmed, so we're going to do this thing. In one of my most recent videos, I talked about how my sales were down significantly. Well, here we are a few weeks later, and now you can see my sales have gone up significantly. The impressive part is that I haven't been listing as much as I have been in the past, which brings up suspicions as to why my sales can be up when my listing numbers are down. Come, let's have a chitty chat in my stairwell. Yeah, because it's the best place to sit and talk without getting interrupted. Maybe. We'll see. So, how are my eBay sales up over 60% when I haven't been listing hardly anything new? Which, if you saw my last video when I raced out to go get a happy planner because I need to organize my life, um, I haven't been listing much at all. I've had sick child after sick child and roof leak and a whole lot of other things that have just come to just like slap me in the face with some real life stuff that eBay has kind of taken a back burner these last few weeks. So when I saw that my sales are up over 60%, I was shocked, to be quite honest, because I don't know how in the world my sales could be up when I haven't been listing a whole lot of new inventory. Something that I have been doing over these last few weeks, since I have not been listing a whole lot of new stuff, is I have been kind of playing around with these eBay algorithm conspiracy theories that I've heard of. And some of them I have found to be quite true. I can't explain a 60% sale increase with less items than these little tricks that I've been doing. So I am bringing these tricks to you. So if you happen to be experiencing a dip in sales, give some of these a try and see if you have the same awesome results that I have had. Here we go. Okay, tip number 1. If you can only list a few items a day, then do it with items that are seasonal or desirable for that current time. Since I have only been able to do a few new listings a day, and when I say a few, I'm talking like 2 to 5, not very many at all. I was getting used to doing like 20 to 30 a day, and I dropped to like 2 to 5 a day, which is huge. Okay, that's a huge dip in inventory, right? But because my time has been so precious and I haven't been able to do a whole lot of listings, I have been focusing on the items that are a lot more desirable for this time of year. Since it's October, I've been focusing on listing things like costumes for Halloween. I have been focusing on things like coats and toys for kids for upcoming Christmas. You know, if it was a different time of year, I would be gearing things more towards summer clothes or school gear and things like that. You just have to kind of figure out what the most popular items are for the current month that you're in and plan accordingly to list the things that people are going to want so that you can get the stuff that is most important to be up. Number 2, always list in various categories every day. So, sticking with the same running theme of listing what's desirable, you also need to spread out those desirable items over multiple categories. Like if I have 5 women's coats, I'm probably not going to list them all in the same day. I want to spread across several different categories, however many listings I can do. So maybe I'll do 2 women's coats, 2 toys, and 1 men's sweater, for instance. Or maybe I would do 2 pairs of boots, 2 women's coats, and 1 men's sweater. Just kind of try to spread them out a little bit. That way, the eBay algorithm would pick up that I am not only an active seller, but I also cater to multiple buyers. Okay? Tip number 3, list multiple times throughout the day. If you only have enough time to do 5 items at night, then that's what you got to do. See numbers 1 and 2 to see how to still utilize that as a boost in sales. If you can spread it out, then definitely spread it out. Do maybe 2 in the morning and then 2 in the afternoon and then another 1 or 2 in the evening. Kind of spread it out throughout the day. eBay loves seeing active sellers. Tip number 4, and I think I'm going to get some slack for this, but hear me out, okay? Throw your stores into sales, okay? But there's one thing that I did before I put my items on sale. Okay, some of the items, I didn't do it for all of them, but some of the items that have been sitting for a little while that I know are about to be out of season and I need to get rid of, I did put them on sale, but before I put them on sale, I did something, and this is the part that some people are probably going to give me a hard time about. I did go in and I raised the original prices, and then I put them on a big sale. Now, I did not put them on sale so that the sale price was the old original price. That's not what I did. I'm talking about putting a $12 item up to $13 and then putting it on 20% off. So it's a marketing strategy, okay? I'm not trying to trick people. It's a marketing strategy. If someone sees 20% off, even though maybe it's only 10% off of what I originally had, people are more likely to be intrigued with a 20% off price tag. So 20% off of $13 looks better than 10% off of $12. If that makes sense. That did trigger some sales of some of my older items, so I do highly recommend that. It's a lot of work, so you might not want to do it every single time you do a sale, but definitely for those items that have been sitting for a while. If you think that you might need to move some merchandise, if there's a small handful of items, maybe go in, raise the original price, and then that way when you do put it on sale, you could do a higher percentage off to attract more buyers. Tip number 5. This is the one that surprised me the most, and it really did work. At least it worked for me. Even if I wasn't listing anything, I still randomly went into my eBay and this is going to seem so silly, I would just scroll through my active listings on my phone. Just scroll through. I would just go into my active items and I would just scroll, see if I could find if I have new watchers or views, whatever. I would just open my eBay app and scroll. That's all I would do. I would also sometimes go in and revise items without really revising anything, if that makes sense. Like maybe I would go in and change a font and then save it. And it's the absolute weirdest thing. I can't explain it. I would have no sales all day, and then I would suddenly have a sale within 10 minutes of just opening up the app and scrolling through my active listings. I can't explain it, but it has happened more than once. It has happened enough for me to include it as a tip in this video. So try it. If your sales are slow and you don't have anything new to list, simply open up your app and just scroll through your active listings. Or maybe go in and open some of your active listings and just do a small revision. Change a font type, a font size, maybe add a sentence and save it. There was an item, of course, I can't remember what it is now. Figures, when it matters, I can't remember it. But there was an item I went in and revised the quantity. I had gone to the store and picked up another one because it was on sale, And I opened up the listing and I changed the quantity. And after I closed it and saved it, within an hour, one sold. So that I also can't explain. It's got to be those weird conspiracy theory algorithms, because how else do you explain that? An item doesn't sell, doesn't sell, doesn't sell. You go in and revise the listing, and within an hour it sells. It's almost like eBay finally decided to put it in the search results. It's super bizarre, but it worked and it got me sales, which we all like sales, right? So, those are the 5 tips that I have that boosted my personal sales over these last few weeks without having to list a whole bunch more inventory. I don't know about you, but I am going to continue to use these tactics all the time because sales are sales, baby, right? So, anyway, I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope that these little tricks that worked for me will work for you as well. If they do, let me know. Drop me a comment. Let me know if these tips worked for you, or let me know if you've used these tips and tricks yourself, and let me know the kind of results that you have had. I love that we can all learn from each other. So like and subscribe, and I will see you guys at my next video. Bye.